listeners, to the 11 o'clock waffle. I'm Mac, and we're back. After a summer break which saw England crash out of the World Cup and Chris Stanley's wedding, yes, that's pretty much everything that happened, we're back in a week where the EU are declaring war on all things electrical. Forget poverty and the trading of footballers for hundreds of millions of pounds, the EU are after the real gits, hoovers and hairdryers. First up, making her second appearance of the series, and the only guest on today's panel not to be invited to Chris's wedding. There's a grudge match in the making. Please welcome the Bieber believer, it's Karla Smith.
Hi.
Hello.
How's it going? Wait,
Doing
what
good.
are you about my second
Appearance of the series.
of this? Oh, okay. I thought it was a new series. Okay.
It's the second half of the series. You could
I
still
did
make
not
the
realise.
final, Karla.
I highly doubt that, considering I've never won ever.
You have actually won once. Back in series
Really?
1. Yeah.
Back in series 1,
Two,
when we were in uni.
it was the year after uni, 2000. Oh no, it was 2011 you won.
Such a long time ago.
No, but it could change today, Karla. Could change today.
No, it won't.
Next, a rising star of the waffle, of whom I finally had the pleasure of meeting at Chris Stanley's wedding. She already has 2 wins in 4 appearances, compared with Karla's 1 in 10. It's Cathy Smedley.
Hello!
Hi,
I'm back
Cathy.
again.
Back to how we're used to over Skype.
Yes. Back to separated by miles again, I think.
Well, not too far, because you're up in Somerset, aren't you?
Yeah, like the
Somerset.
land of cider and cheese.
I mean, apart from Karla, we're almost in a line. Devon, Somerset, Bristol.
Hey! One of us
Represent.
need to move.
And finally on the show, making her long-awaited return to the waffle, it's our reigning champion and the contestant with the coolest theme on the show, Miss Jennifer Roberts.
Hi,
Welcome
happy
back.
off day.
Thank you very much. How's your year off been so far?
I didn't have any internet, so it was torturous. I was shaking, I was cold. I had no Netflix.
That's the worst thing. Could you imagine if the waffle got on Netflix?
That'd be awesome.
I
We
want
belong
that.
there. Yeah.
That would just be so good if they just, branch out to us and give us our own studio. Netflix on the waffle, anybody? Let's get that happening.
Radio, Netflix.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the highly unlikely event that this is your first time listening to the show, the waffle takes the lighter, creamier stories from the week's news and shoves a chocolate flake at the top to complete it. That explanation out of the way, onwards we go. Question 1. Tucker, the world's saddest cat, is in need of a home. But who else in the world would you be willing to invite into your home in order to help them out with their issues? Jennifer, reigning champion.
Well, my room has no windows, and I'd really like to start a vampire rehabilitation program because vampires are sad. They're not very fashionable at the moment. My housemate's basically a vampire anyway. I'm not home during the day. They can hang out in my room. We can have a timeshare thing going on. I want a vampire. We can swap clothes. It'd be awesome.
Brilliant.
I think
Well,
this should happen.
definitely. That is a sitcom in the making.
As long as they're not sparkly ones, it'll be alright.
Yeah.
Hence the need for rehabilitation, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, Cathy.
I think I'd actually invite all the women that have been involved in this celeb steal the nude photo scam so they can hide out and debrief themselves. No one comes to Somerset at all for any reason, so they'd be safe.
It's very good. And Karla, have you got an answer yet for this one?
No, I was trying to think of something really cool, but I just since moving to London, I have just asked so many people to come and stay with me, and it's not happened very much yet, and it's made me sad.
Are these people you know? Are these just strangers you're meeting?
Oh, just complete strangers in the street. No. This is just friends, and I just want people to come and visit and be all cool and happy, and because we all are either busy or poor or having lives and stuff. It's not happened yet, and I miss people.
Aw, Carla is sad cat.
I am the sad cat.
Aw, you and Tucker could live together.
We could. I just looked up a picture of Tucker, and he is adorable. So sad, but adorable. Actually have the face of a cat that's gonna like kill himself.
Oh,
That's what you look for in a pet.
Does this pet look suicidal? Yes.
He does.
is this the new grumpy cat?
It's the ultimate grumpy cat.
He's not even grumpy. You can just kind of look at him and tell that he is not the least bit fulfilled in his life.
Karla is bonding with this cat.
I want him.
You know how he feels.
I'll give him a home.
There we
Where
go.
is he?
He needs to give you a home. This is my strategy, by the way. This is how I won the waffle last time, drinking wine and being mean to Karla.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
That is all I do.
Well, be grateful,
Nice
Karla. Nat's not on this week.
Yeah, true. But then Cathy could still be mean. We don't know
I have
yet.
it in me.
Oh, it's easy with me. It'll just happen.
I have enough vitriol for both of you.
Yay!
Question number 2 now. The wife of her best man at a wedding in Darlington went into labour moments after arriving at the wedding. The closest to a moment of drama we came at Stanley's wedding was when Edgar kicked over a tower of Jenga.
That was awesome. It's so angry.
But what other examples are there of strange moments at weddings? Cathy?
Not a strange moment I've been to, but there was on YouTube, which I'll find the link for, and I'll put it in the little search box. A guy who works, I believe, in video editing or something to do with video began the ceremony as usual, as every wedding starts, and then suddenly the backdrop that they had behind them, featuring pretty photos of themselves being coupley, transformed into a superhero movie, which he then sped off to go and take part in before returning several minutes later in a nice suit with flowers and continued on with the wedding. I thought that was a bit random.
That's cool.
Ideas for Emma and Lucy. There's my notepad. Okay, Karla, strange wedding moments. And you can't mention my dancing.
I'm still trying to forget your dancing. Okay, well, I've just been looking up and Lucy and Emma would definitely not want this wedding theme. Just found it on Cracked. Chinese Nazi wedding.
Whoa!
Yeah, actually quite scary. The groom's there, he's got the SWAT sticker, he's looking very Nazi, and then you've got the bride, who just looks adorable and about 4 foot tall, and it's really odd, and they look so happy, and it's kind of really freaking me out.
I think I've seen that picture.
No, a Nazi should not be that smiley.
Okay, Jenny, could be onto a tough time here trying to get the win. Nazis and superheroes. Can you match that?
Well, I found this article with photos, and the story is that a couple ordered an ice sculpture of a dolphin, this beautiful creature, and over the course of the wedding it melted into the shape of what we say in the industry, a male sex organ. And it looks like Dr. Manhattan's.
Big and blue.
Yeah, and there are people posing next to it. They thought it was great. And I'm going to do that for my wedding. I'm not a dolphin. I'm just going to have an ice sculpture of a penis.
And then it'll melt and turn into a dolphin.
Yeah. Oh, I think penises are much more symbolic of weddings than dolphins anyway. I think it worked out really well.
They do have more to do with a long and happy marriage.
Yeah, and, you know, fertility and paganism.
Yeah.
Pretty much cover it. Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on. Whilst not strictly this week's news, it would be an injustice if the show did not pay its respects to the greats that were Robin Williams and Sir Richard Attenborough. So in honour of them, and the fact that Sky have pretty much taken advantage by putting every film they ever made or starred in on their box office at the moment, which one of their films should people be watching to remember them by? And we'll start with Jenny.
I took AS Film Studies, otherwise I wouldn't have seen this film. It's slightly before our time because it was made in 1947, and it was Attenborough's breakthrough role in Brighton Rock. And it was made by Ealing Studios. It was a kind of British noir. And Attenborough plays a sociopathic small-time gangster called Pinky Brown. And the law at the time was that a woman couldn't testify against her husband because what could go wrong with that idea? So the plot incorporates this law. And according to Wikipedia, it was the most popular British film of 1947, of which there were probably about 4 films, to be honest. And it was banned in New South Wales, and I can't find out why. But I recommend for everyone to watch it because it has the most bittersweet ending you will ever see. It's brilliant, and Attenborough's brilliant in it as a very young man playing a villain.
Definitely. I think they remade that recently, didn't they? And put
Yeah, they did.
Colin Farrell?
I haven't seen the remake, but
I know they remade it, though.
it's very good.
Okay, Cathy.
Oh, right. Robin Williams, you have to watch Good Will Hunting. I've recently only just seen it for the first time recently. But the depth to which Williams goes to in the acting are absolutely superb. I highly recommend all of it.
And he got the Oscar for it as well, didn't he, that one?
Yeah, I think so. He richly deserved it.
He's multi-talented.
The whole scene surrounding a painting of a boat in it, I won't spoil it for people, is just superb. But, if anybody remembers that scene, I quite like that scene.
It's on my Netflix watch list.
A little fact about that film as well. You know the bit where he's talking about his wife's farts? He ad-libbed that completely. You can actually see the camera shaking a little bit when it's focusing on Matt Damon because the cameraman is laughing so hard.
That's lovely.
Aww.
He was brilliant at ad-libbing. Like, the genie's dialogue in Aladdin, pretty much most of that was ad-libbed, wasn't it?
Yeah, they pretty much said to him, do what you want and we'll, we'll animate around it.
We'll just draw it.
Didn't they have to cut out loads of stuff, though, because it was a bit too adult?
Probably. But didn't he play, 80 different characters or 80 different impressions, in Aladdin?
Yeah, he did quite a lot.
Definitely.
It's just insane.
Karla, what film are you picking as a must-watch?
Oh, I went through, the IMDb's on both of them, and I can just recommend so much. I got to pick one. Only one. Damn it. I think with Robin Williams, 1 Hour Photo was...
Yes!
You just kind of... I've never seen Robin Williams like that before. It just kind of showed how, versatile he was. He didn't always have to be the funny man, but, this one, he is actually really creepy, but at the same time quite, you can't help but kind of like him and feel sorry for him whilst at the same time kind of thinking, dude. But 1 Hour Photo is amazing. I also want to kind of say about a film called World's Greatest Dad. It was 2009, but it's about Robin Williams' son in the film he strangles himself whilst masturbating, and Robin Williams covers it up as suicide. But it's a good little film. It was overlooked a lot, so if you do get a chance to watch that, do.
That sounds like my kind of film.
Yeah, it's I don't know whether to call it a comedy or not. It's not really a comedy, but at the same time, yeah. But I don't know, there's just kind of bits in it. I mean, especially when he is kind of talking about suicide, that, it just kind of hits home a bit. It's like, shit.
Yeah, especially now.
Yeah. So, yeah, those are mine.
I've seen a lot of people posting kind of gifs from that on Tumblr with quotes from it because it's relevant now given the way he died. Very, very sad.
Yeah. It's a little bit haunting, just seeing them afterwards and seeing him talk about it. It's just...
Yeah.
Okay, very good round there. 2 mentions on my end. I'd say Good Morning Vietnam for Robin Williams, because he's brilliant in that. And for Richard Attenborough, one of the films he directed, has anybody ever seen Chaplin?
No.
Very young Robert Downey Jr. playing Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, I hate Robert Downey Jr.
Really?
Yay!
I know that's not a popular opinion, apart from maybe with Karla, but I can't stand the man.
Everyone kisses his arse.
Yeah, he's smarmy and annoying.
Same with Jennifer Lawrence.
No, I love Jennifer Lawrence.
Guys, come on. I'm not saying they're not nice people. Just, come on. They haven't done anything that,
I think we just found out he leaked all those nudes.
It was me.
Well, at least the FBI are now going to be listening to this show.
You say that. No word of a lie. There are forensics next door right now.
Why?
Really? What have you been doing?
I'm not even kidding. There are forensics next door. There's been police there since last night. No one will tell us what's going on. Wait, I haven't done anything, I swear.
Wow.
Yeah.
But if anyone can find out what's going on, I'd really appreciate it.
Let's have the scores now. On 12 points, it's Cathy.
Woo!
And narrowly ahead, tied on 13 each, it's Karla and Jenny.
Ah, close.
No way.
Question.
I always start off well, though. And then it plummets.
Well, I mean, you might be arrested at some point during the show, yeah? We're not sure.
It's cutting into CSI Waffle.
Who knows?
Good for ratings.
Question 4. MSN Messenger is to shut down completely in October. Now that Microsoft owns Skype and Facebook Chat is actually capable of sending a message without crashing every time, it's become redundant. So, in memory of MSN, what was its greatest feature? Karla?
I always liked web MSN because you could use it at school and the teachers just never actually seemed capable of blocking it. So every time you had an IT lesson, you just kind of went on there and spoke to everyone else in the room and then started making up games.
Yeah, just speak to the person next to you.
Yeah. Hey, you doing work? No. Do you want to cough at the same time? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Ah, how easily amused we were.
Cathy?
I've got a couple actually, not that I'm hogging everything. But the winks were great. Like, if you couldn't express your emotion with a smiley, you could express them with a large GIF type thing. That was quite cute. Like, does anybody remember the dancing pig one?
Yes, the
No.
really creepy dancing pig.
Yes.
Huh.
The one I always found amusing is the feature that would let you show your what you were listening to, and
Yeah.
you always had to make sure you were listening to really cool things.
That I remember.
I don't think mine ever did that.
Oh, you didn't update.
It was the fact that you never listened to cool music.
Now that, listening to Spandau Ballet Gold. That's what it's all about.
80s tunes, man.
Yeah, points for Cathy.
Woo!
Oh, what?
Okay, Jenny.
Do you remember when everyone had names that were about a paragraph long?
Yes.
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 XXX underscore heart icon, rose icon, pocket goth heart icon, rose icon, underscore XXX. They say that I must learn to kill before I can feel safe, but I would rather kill myself and turn into their safe bat icon. And then you just say hi, lol. And just most of the word count in the conversation logs was just people's usernames.
Oh,
I
God.
loved it.
Oh, the
I
conversation
always used
log
the
as well.
maximum. Yeah, it would save your conversations if you wanted it to. So you could relive the moments of telling your crush over MSN how you felt about him.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I wonder if I could still go back in and get
Pretty.
those logs. That could be interesting.
I feel like I'm dying when I think about you.
Oh, God. Oh, Jenny.
We're reliving our childhoods here.
I once had somebody add me and
Well,
they were called
the
Faith,
second they went
Trust and
offline.
Pixie Dust.
You've opened a door, Mac.
I know. MSN will be back. We'll be doing a question next year. MSN is back, thanks to the waffle.
Well, the retro's hitting it off of vintage stuff.
Yeah.
Defo. Let's move on to question number 5 now. A cafe in Bristol has converted a replica TARDIS into a toilet. Yes, did you honestly think we'd make it through the show without a Doctor Who question? And we really are
I hope
scraping the bottom
so.
of the barrel for now with questions, I fear. So ladies, are there interesting toilets that one can go to? Karla, you've travelled around a bit. You must have been into some interesting toilets.
Oh, ones that you can't even imagine. But my answer is going to be a British one that was at the Tate in 2003. It was called Don't Miss a Sec by Monica Bonaccini, I wanted to say that it's pronounced. But it was a cubicle that was made of one-way mirrors. So you went in, you could see everything outside, but no one could see in. She just kind of wanted to know if people would actually use it. So
Okay.
you'd be sitting there on the toilet and you could see everyone walking past and the traffic and, you know, your friends waiting for you, but they couldn't see in.
Would you use that? Could you go?
I'd like to think I would.
I'd probably
Really
just
sad that
stood
it's
there
not
for
there
about
anymore.
5 minutes.
I'd just go in there for some quiet time.
Oh, you could be like, see, it would be like you're invisible.
Yeah, it's difficult being me. I'm kind of a big deal. Just for a while, people just can't see me. They're not coming up to me, trying to get in my face.
Trying to get to know you, trying to be your friend.
Yeah,
You just want
tiring.
time alone, man.
Yeah.
Cathy.
A while ago I read this article about these toilets in which I don't remember quite where it was, but they installed games into the men's section of the toilet. Sadly, ladies did not get such a privilege. Where your aim was quite important because it was a game of football on tablets, basically. And yeah.
I was reading about these.
The things you could do to pass the time.
And they say we don't need feminism.
Now, Space Invaders, surely that'd be brilliant.
That'd be great fun.
You get people just in there all day.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Jenny, some tough toilets to beat there.
Yeah, well, I was going to answer the same as Karla, actually. But another thing...
But you flushed that answer away.
Oh... But another thing that comes to mind is that there's a park in Weston-super-Mare, my hometown, called Grove Park, and there are public toilets there that have this very weird sense of competition, and they've won all these awards for best public toilets. And you go in, and there are pictures of kittens all over the ladies' toilets, and for some ungodly reason, pictures of Princess Diana everywhere. And they've now started charging money for the privilege because they've gone power mad, and I kind of agree with Cathy about Somerset when you take that kind of thing into mind.
It's a whole different world down here.
Yeah, people care about strange things.
Come visit, it's fun.
Question 6. A panda in China duped its keepers into giving it more food by pretending to be pregnant. So are the great fakers. Cathy.
I don't know. I couldn't think of any people. So I'm having to go with a bit of a lame answer and say corn. Because it's great. It's like fake meat, but it's actually tasty for once.
I'd advocate this.
Corn mince in chili is actually really good.
It's really nice.
I've not had mince. I've always had it as burgers and sausages. It's quite nice.
But the corn mince, when you first use it, is really weird because it does just look like cat litter. When you pour it into the pan, it's just cat litter basically, and you're going, really? I'm not convinced.
As opposed to minced up flesh.
Yeah, like the time after Easter when I'd been out to the butchers and come back with all these packets of mince and stuff them in the freezer.
Yeah.
And it did actually look like somebody was being cut up and put in the bottom of the freezer because there was that much red meat in there.
Are we back to forensics again?
Forensics, yeah. Karla, is there red meat in your freezer at the minute?
I have a couple of peri-peri burgers. But what are they made from? It's from cow, not anything bad.
Okay, that's good to hear. Legal disclaimer, Karla is not a cannibal.
Woo!
Okay, Jenny.
Well, Mac, between the years of 1506 and 1752, in the UK, it was illegal to dissect bodies, kind of, and there were lots of factors that meant that resurrectionists or body snatchers were everywhere, and people guarded the corpses of their dead to make sure that the resurrectionists didn't steal them and sell them to the doctors and the people studying anatomy at the time. The dead bodies were so valuable and so rare that they had so many different methods of taking these bodies, and some of them involved paying grieving women or paying women to disguise themselves as grieving women in order to take the bodies of their supposed loved ones and then sell them to the anatomists. And also body snatchers used to disguise themselves as undertakers and say, we've come to collect the body. And many grieving relatives lost their loved ones this way. Yeah, it was a really kind of religious time as well. There are all sorts of really weird methods. It's like a weird kind of fast film. It's like an episode of 40 Towers or something, the things that they used to do to get these bodies.
Pretty good. Karla.
Oh, I've been typing in best fakers into Google and it's not been giving me anything. It's going to be a really lame answer, but I just wanted, what's best faker to me? Probably, just magicians.
That's not fake, Karla.
Magic's real.
But
Karla.
I want it to be real so bad. Penn and Teller are amazing, but they ruined it.
Oh dear, Karla.
Yeah, okay, I wasn't really prepared for that one. I'm sorry. I dropped the ball.
Okay, let's have the scores at the end of the second round. And back on 21. No surprise, it's Karla.
Yeah, fair enough.
On 23, it's Jenny. And
Yay.
narrowly ahead on 24, it's Cathy. Which means with 2 rounds and then the final round to play, it's all to play for still. Question 7 now, and it's all about this. Viewers who are sensitive to rock hard abs should look away now. Hi, I'm Max Precise, and this is the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, which might... Calm down, we're not starting yet. Thank you to Alan Precise and Natasha Wigmore for nominating me. I would like to nominate... Look, this is... Can you hurry up? This is really heavy. I would like to nominate Helen Potter, James Rapkin and Lydia Evans to do the challenge as well.
You ready?
No. Oh my god. So, Helen, Jimmy and Liz, get to it. Yes, that was myself taking part in the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, which is currently dominating social media. Thanks to Natasha Wigmore for her nomination of me, and hopefully she will be making her debut on the show soon. As for James Rapkin, Lydia Evans and Helen Potter, don't buck it up, guys. Get it? Buck it up. Muck it up. Get that one? Buck it up.
That was fail.
Never mind. So, to end the show, our two-parter. First up, facts about ALS and the Ice Bucket Challenge itself. Karla, redeem yourself.
Yeah, Karla.
Oh, I can't. Damn it. Come to me at the end, please.
Okay, we'll go to Jenny.
Oh, thank you.
And there was a rumour that a teenager died after doing the Ice Bucket Challenge because an entire dustbin full of water was dropped onto his head. But this turned out not to be true. And the Ice Challenge, before it became the Ice Bucket Challenge, was linked to, or sort of another word for the neck nominate craze, which was quite recent, which people did actually die doing. And there was a teenager who jumped into a quarry shortly after doing the Ice Bucket Challenge for ALS. So the newspapers have been trying to tenuously link that to the Ice Bucket Challenge, but it wasn't really. So it's all very morbid, in my opinion.
Okay, Cathy.
Not very interesting. I was reading up on this earlier, and there's only 10% of cases of ALS that are actually due to genetic problems caused by actually having parents or something pass it on, but there's no cause for it. And it is, I think I remember reading, a man-made disease or malfunction, whatever you want to call it, which is you can't actually make it, you can't actually regenerate the results in animals. It is purely a human thing. So,
That is interesting.
yeah, Pavlov was a bit right on that. There's no point testing on animals because it doesn't work. Trying to get them to pay.
Okay, Karla, what have you managed to Google up?
Well, it's something that I found a little while ago. Not really kind of interesting, but it's about where the money actually goes from the money that's like raised for ASL, and not very much of it is actually put into the research side. A lot of it is expenses on kind of the people who work for the charity. All in all, about 27% of the actual money raised goes to research. Then you have the rest of it going to administration, marketing, and kind of all in that kind of area. It kind of really shocked me. It kind of made me kind of wish that a lot of money is getting raised, so then more can go into the research side of things. Just how much goes into like not looking, how much of it doesn't go into the research just really shocked me. I don't know what it's like for other charities, but 27% just doesn't sound like much to me.
I find it quite interesting on the back of that since that sort of research has come out, that a lot of people have been donating to whatever charity they seem fit. So most people have been donating to water aid since they feel they're wasting an awful lot of water. They're giving some back.
Yeah, I've seen an awful lot of people on my feed donating to Mind.
There's a lot going towards Mind.
Okay, the final question. What do you think will be the next big thing dominating social media? And let's just have a quick fire round here, guys. So, Cathy.
It's got to be another prank thing. They tried no makeup selfie a while ago, and it took off kind of, but not really. And the shaving style didn't kind of work either. So it's got to be another prank, kind of one-upmanship kind of thing.
Okay, Jenny.
I could say without a doubt it's going to be nudity. The internet loves Jennifer Lawrence, as at Karla. The internet loves body positivity and feminism to a point. The internet hates Facebook, or has a complicated relationship with it at best. So, and two big controversies have erupted in the recent past. Someone stole photographs of naked Jennifer Lawrence, and to use Facebook's Messenger apps, you now have to allow Facebook complete access to recordings of your dreams and agree to live in dystopia novel. So I predict people will start posting their news onto Facebook at an alarming rate in solidarity with Lawrence and to annoy the Facebook mods. And people will tag their mums, people will tag each other's mums. It'll be amazing.
Okay, and Karla.
I'd like to see another, not necessarily ice bucket challenge, but something that raises more awareness for mental illness. I think it should be something along the lines of doing good deeds, not to be rewarded, but to just say, hey, brighten someone else's day, it could help.
Random acts of kindness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good, Karla, but it's not tagging people's mums to get them naked, is it?
It depends if you think that would cheer people up.
What, nude pictures of your mum would cheer people up?
It would cheer you up.
Definitely.
Exactly.
Bonus points for Karla's mum.
Woo!
Okay, so we're on to the final round now. Our guests will present a news headline, followed by a 20-second summary of the story. The story will either be true and something from the past week's news, or entirely fictional. The other guests will then have to guess whether the story is in fact or fiction, with points awarded accordingly. Now, Jenny, you're narrowly ahead at the moment, so
Excellent.
you get to pick the running order.
I'll go first, and then Cathy, and then Karla.
Okay, so Jenny, what is your story what is your headline and story, please?
Suspect almost evades police, gets busted after stopping to pet kittens. The story is that a guy stole $6,000. He ran, he crashed his car into a cop car, and then he escaped on foot into a house and pretended to be a guy wanting a glass of water. She went to get some water. She came back. He was on the floor playing with her cats, and the police caught him.
Okay, it's pretty brilliant. Cathy.
Okay. My SpongeBob and Mickey Mouse beat up angry driver in road rage incident.
Okay.
Basically, a Russian driver has become a worldwide hit after he was completely floored by two cartoon characters, or people dressed up as cartoon characters in a late night incident. The resulting video has since clocked up more than 1.5 million views on the old interweb in just one day.
Wow. Okay, Karla, last of all.
Okay, a woman brought a loaf of bread that had a hamster cooked into it.
Nice.
This was up the road in Harrow, where I used to live, and she brought a loaf of bread from her local shop and came back. She started cutting into it, and a few days later she started getting into the hamster bit of it. And there's pictures, and it looks really weird.
Okay, so we have a suspect who was caught because he stopped to pet some kittens, SpongeBob and Mickey Mouse beating up a driver because of road rage, and a hamster baked into a loaf of bread. Cathy, which of those do you think's true or false?
I'm gonna go that Karla's is true. The hamster one is true. Oh, I'd love to say that the kitten one is true as well, because that is something that would totally happen. It may do, or I'd just make a terrible burglar. I'm gonna go Karla true, Jenny no, Jenny false.
Okay, Karla, what do you think?
I want them both to be true because they're just adorable, both in weird, wonderful ways.
Okay.
True.
And Jenny?
I'm going to say that Cathy's is true because it's a lovely mental image, and that Karla's is false because I just don't see how it would happen.
Right, okay, so that's it. Let's find out. So the kitten petting burglar, Jenny, true or false?
It is true.
Yay!
Double points for Karla there. SpongeBob and Mickey Mouse. Is this true, Cathy?
Completely, 100% true.
Yay! Oh, I went out of them there.
That's a point each for Karla and Jenny. It's very close. Now, bearing in mind Jenny and Cathy went different ways on this one, this could pretty much decide the winner. Hamster in loaf of bread. Karla.
Of course it's false. It's just No.
I think someone would have to have done it intentionally, and I was hoping that
Yeah.
would be the case.
As soon as I said it, I was kind of thinking, why would they believe that it was a hamster? It could have been a rat. It could have been just something generally that size. How did they know? But yeah, no, it's completely
Never know
false.
with the insects.
Okay, so that brings us to the end of the show. On 30 points, pulling herself back into it, but not quite, it's Karla.
Yeah, Carla.
Oh, woo! Last again! Yay!
On 31, it's Cathy,
Woo!
but because she didn't fall for the hamster in the loaf of bread trick, it's 34 points to Jenny.
34 points, 34A.
Yay!
Hey!
So your lucky
It all
number.
comes together.
I'm glad to be back.
So you're back with a win.
It's a good start. So what will be my empire?
Pardon?
Tommy wants to be a duke.
To be a duke in your Waffle Empire.
Yeah.
Well, you've got some competition because Chris and Lucy's 2-2 at the moment, and Chris is 2-3. So yeah, I think they're hot on the trail for your title this year. Are you going to defend it strongly?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna win. I'm confident.
Excellent. And Karla, you'll be around to be on the show.
I'll be more prepared next time. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's wonderful to have Karla on the show, everybody.
Whee!
Before she is in prison forever.
Yeah. If we don't hear from you, I don't know if you get Facebook or Twitter in prison, but you just have to let us know what goes on with that investigation next door.
Well, I'm totally taking photos.
Yeah.
I just really want to know what's going on.
Photos of Jennifer Lawrence.
They put...
Going from what I've seen on Orange is the New Black, it's not good. It's not looking good for you.
Black.
I love Sophia
What?
and
Oh.
Claudette.
Wait, how much have you seen?
Just on the start of series 2.
Ah, okay.
Wait, this
Me
totally
just-
flashes back to the last time you two were on a show discussing about the colour orange and what it represents.
Ah, okay.
Were we?
We're carrying a theme.
Yeah.
Orange. Next time, mental note, talk about oranges.
Or Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Mental note made.
Okay, we shall be back next week where hopefully, fingers crossed, a certain James Miller will be returning.
A certain
Woo!
James Miller.
Possibly, he's kind of the male version of Karla by now.
Is he not doing well?
Huh?
Who would win if we had Karla and James on the same show, do you think?
It's like taping a buttered slice of bread to a cat.
Yes, that's exactly it. Taping a buttered slice of toast to Karla's new cat Tucker.
Yes.
I would do so many things to try and cheer up that cat. I reckon that could be one of them.
Taping toast to it.
You never know. I mean, I don't know. Toast makes me happy.
My name is Tucker. I was in the year 2014 when my owner strapped toast to me, threw me out of a window. I spun, created a vortex, and I've woken up in 1973. Am I mad in a coma, or have I somehow travelled back in time?
Should we tape toast to you, Carla? See how much you like it then.
Are you going to throw me out of the window as well, or is it just taped to me?
It's just taped to you. You're not a cat.
Is that Karla
Oh,
on the
okay.
waffle calendar? Karla just with selective toast pieces.
It's like a menu item.
There is Chris Stanley's Christmas present right there, a waffle calendar.
I'd be
Yes.
more than happy to make a waffle calendar.
Okay, what
happen.
month do you want to be, Karla?
March.
March. Karla is Miss
October.
March. October. Halloween month as well.
Mm.
Good choice.
Of
Vampires.
course.
Kathy, you being on it?
Stick me in November. It's my birthday month.
Cool. Sorted. That's 3 of the 12 months of the year done for the calendar.
What month are you being, Mac?
I don't know yet. Maybe I'll be December, Christmas.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I'll have a group shot at Christmas. It's all around looking happy, like they do in
Aw.
Wham's last Christmas before she breaks his heart the very next day.
Eating a
'Cause she
variety
gave it
of
away.
waffles.
Well, I guess that concludes a rather thrilling episode where we've tried to get ourselves on Netflix, made a calendar, and Karla has dodged jail. As well as
Woo.
adopting Tucker the
Well,
cat.
so far.
So
It's
far.
been dramatic.
Dramatic. There's plenty more drama to come on this series of the 11 o'clock waffle. That's pretty good, I thought.
Mm.
And we shall say goodbye now. Goodbye.